Hello everyone, I am Renown Zero and we're back again talking about multiple topics in this video. We're going to be talking about a little bit more about the Starfield controversy. I'm going to be giving my reaction to the new Castlevania Nocturne trailer, as well as going through a video with a positive note of a send-off for Charles Martinet, who is now the former voice actor of Super Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, and we'll be doing all those things in this video. Before we get started, I'm just going to say do not harass, interact, comment, or post on anybody I show in the video. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. We'll have a discussion there. So to start off, I know there were some people that said that Starfield and Bethesda are going to, got woke and go broke. And not so sure about that. I don't believe that it's going to be anywhere like the Saints Row type of situation. I think a lot of people are going to be playing this game because they have it on Game Pass. It's free to play on Game Pass, and it seems that there's a lot of people who bought it during early access. So direct from the Starfield Twitter account, the main one, as of this morning, Starfield has already surpassed 6 million players, making it the biggest Bethesda game launch of all time. We still seem to have people who don't understand this concept of the pronoun thing, and we're going to go into it. This is coming from Sophia Norowitz, saying, going viral for throwing a tantrum about pronouns in Starfield instead of articulating a cohesive argument for why you find them unnecessary is going to lead to more studios inserting them into character creators as they begin to feel a need to distance themselves from gamers/out. Well, it's already started with things like removing male and female and putting in body type 1 and body type 2, essentially removing those gender options, and then replacing it with something like this that does not need to be replaced with. It's mainly for inclusivity, quote unquote, for the people who are mentally ill and don't know what gender they are, because there's only 2 genders, and you can't be a they as a single person. Where Brian says it's something very minor. It's literally the last part of your character creation and defaults to the sex of your character, then it never shows up again. It's a tiny option, that's it. It's weird. So if it never shows up again, then why is it there? Why is it there if it never shows up again? That would mean it's pointless. It would mean it's pointless to have the option even available. To which I said, then why is it there in the first place? I've yet to hear or see the answer to this one, where I have 36 people liking my tweet. The same reason audio options for hearing impaired people are there, or colorblind modes for people who are colorblind. Those are completely different, and those are for people who have a harder time hearing, or people who have a hard time being colorblind. Those are for options for the betterment of the experience of the game. Whereas the pronoun selection does not better the experience of the game. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's just an option for a few people who need it or want it. It's most likely 100% of the time for people who need it. Why wouldn't anybody want to hear better or have a colorblind option for people who are colorblind? You absolute moron. What harm is it doing being there? There's a lot of harm. It causes a slippery slope, where it's not a big deal, bro, then they change something else. It's not a big deal, bro, then they change something else. Not a big deal, bro. Kind of like how they sometimes got rid of, bob sliders. Those are not the same. Those are people with real problems that have been in games forever. The others are people who have mental illness who don't know what gender they are. To which I get this stupid response. If 99.9% of people are sex equals gender and 0.1% are sex does not equal gender, if the 99.9% don't care about crap like it doesn't affect them, adding in the ability to separately choose your gender and sex makes it does more money. No, it doesn't, because these are the type of people who don't buy anything. They don't buy games. They don't buy comic books. They don't watch movies. They just sit there and cry about it all day on Twitter. And likes and retweets do not equal money. The only way it loses the money is if the 99.9% care about irrelevant detail. Well, if the detail is irrelevant, that means it shouldn't be there. You basically just self-owned yourself in real time in 4K. You basically just prove that it makes no sense for it to be there. This person says it's not just the pronouns, it's the body type stuff too, which you do have to engage with directly to make a character. What's wrong with the body types? Because of course you're asking this stuff because you don't know anything. Because male and female aren't just body types. Women aren't breeders with bonus holes who bleed. Body type is just more erasure of biological reality from our language and culture. It's a central theme and goal of gender theory. In short, everything is wrong with body type. Which is what is wrong with the inserting of the pronoun option. You're essentially affirming this nonsense that doesn't make sense. A single person cannot be a they, them. If they're going to be a they, them, they should be charged they, them money. If you're going to identify that, if you go to a restaurant, there's a great meme where someone calls themselves a they, them in like this little short, animated short, and the person gets charged twice. That's what should happen if you want to be that dumb, in my opinion. It always starts out minor. As a Star Wars fan, you should be able to see this. Exactly. Because there are more people that are understanding what is really going on. There are more normal people waking up to seeing what nonsense is going on in their escapism. And we don't need real world garbage like this in our escapism. Captain Salt here saying it's an RPG with in-depth character customization. It allows for players to have better roleplay, that's why it's included. And I say it's not better customization when it's never referenced again. And even when you pick they, them, you still get called the pronoun of your body type. It's stupid for being there. It's not stupid for being there, it's just bad implementation. No, it's stupid for being there because most of the world doesn't agree with this nonsense. And most people who are playing games, mostly straight men, don't care about this at all. They do not care. And they look at it like it's dumb. I love when RPGs give more customization options, if not for the simple fact of being able to create an abomination amongst God. So if you could create anything you wanted, why would you create something like that? Why wouldn't you just create something that you never see? Or create a character that doesn't look like you? These were great points made by Camelot331. Shout out to Camelot331 for that impressive live stream that I listened to today. That was put up yesterday. He made some great points there. You should go watch it. If a trans person is going to play a game with a creator, they're going to pick whatever sex they transition to, i.e. trans women picking female, trans men picking male. It's only there just for the sake of saying it's there for the people who go on and on about, quote, inclusivity. Again, normal people on Twitter understanding why it's there, understanding the ramifications of why it's there. But we're going to move over to Alana Pierce. I don't know if she's trying to make a joke, but she's saying politics should stay out of video games. I will accept absolutely zero governing bodies or conflicts relating to power struggles or agreements between various parties. How dare you? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a joke on politics being in video games, which she's 100% incorrect. The people who play games don't mind politics being in the game if it's in the background and it's part of the storyline, like a Metal Gear Solid. People don't like it pushed to the forefront and it being shoved in your face and you being constantly reminded of nonsense like they do in movies nowadays. I'm bringing up this person because this person is being disingenuous and they're being stupid. They get called out for their dumb stuff. And I'm saying right here, preferred pronouns in games are a recent thing in games. Fake gamer. And he brings up the Pokemon from like 1995 where it's asking for a boy or girl. These are not pronouns. These are genders. To which Raven Rainfall points this out. They are not pronouns. Those are genders. Try again. Because dummies like this person, bring this up and think this is an argument. It's not. You just make yourself look stupid and you absolutely self-own yourself. Moving over to this person, AP, who says, Alana Pierce to be fired for promoting Xbox games on a public platform. Extremely unprofessional and demonstrates a lack of loyalty and seriousness to PlayStation, her employer. And who is this person tagged? Head of PlayStation Studios. And I don't know who that is. But this is absolutely disgusting. People should be allowed to play whatever games they want, despite where they work, despite if they work on the opposite team. right? Because apparently she works for Sony. And you tagging her employer, you are being a coward. And I'm glad you get called out for it. Where people are saying, you're a pathetic small person, lack of loyalty, and you wonder why people call you a cult. Tissues, are you gonna cry? Grow up. I declare all employees of Coca-Cola Company who drink water should be fired. It is extremely unprofessional and demonstrates a lack of loyalty and seriousness to the brand. We don't claim you as a PlayStation fan. This is dumb. WTF. Bro tagging Corey and he's also playing Starfield. Alert. You are staying in the fabrics of video gaming, and I have no doubt you live a very sad and pathetic life. As a PS fanboy, this is Snap Blast level of sadness. Leave the devs alone. Let them play what they want. That's like telling someone to fire an Apple executive because they own an Android. I believe Alana Pierce works for Santa Monica. I think that's who she works for. Santa Monica. Let me just check. Yeah, she's a writer at Sony Santa Monica. So this person is calling for her job because she's playing Starfield. Such a weird thing. Very weird thing. So this is where I found out about it right here. But now that we're done with all that, I'm going to move on over to the Castlevania Nocturne Netflix trailer, where I'm going to give my live reaction. I haven't seen the trailer yet. This will be the first time that I'm watching the trailer. So we're going to get right into it. Again, the black vampires make no sense. I say it in every single time I react to these things, and I will keep it consistent. Where there makes no sense why there's a black vampire in the 1790s, especially in the lore of Castlevania where there are none.
To the one before whom evil trembles.
And then we're doing this thing again where we have the female vampires ruling over everyone. We're doing it again.
I give my devotion.
To the devourer of light, the Messiah.
I pledge my service for...
So essentially a cuck, just like Hector was in the last Castlevania series.
Forever.
We're looking for someone
This is gonna get ridiculous.
called Belmont. That would be the ungrateful wanker
So once again
called Belmont.
we have the boring design
Belmont.
and race swap of Annette. This is supposed to be Annette, which in all actuality she looks like this. She looks like this in the game. I don't know why you wouldn't go with this design. This is less boring than this. This is boring. This is overdone. It's super annoying, and you're just, of course, you're not following the lore, just like every other IP lately that seems to be used. Seems like a One Piece Netflix show is doing it correctly, though.
That would be the ungrateful wanker.
Tell me.
And of course, here we go. We of course have who is supposed to be Maria putting down the main character, talking down and negatively to the main character of this show, Richter Belmont.
Would be the ungrateful wanker.
Tell me what you know about this vampire messiah.
She will bring horror beyond
So at least they have one vampire that makes sense.
nightmares, suffering and pain beyond endurance.
But in all actuality, it's supposed to be Dracula. It's not supposed to be some random vampire that they just made up.
Do you know what they are?
No.
Well, whatever they are.
Why in the hell are you making Richter Belmont look nervous? Why are you giving him the sweat on his face like an anime when this man is supposed to be the most world-renowned vampire hunter of his time? Why is he looking nervous?
I'm sure they can die.
See, at least I like that they're using the song from Rondo of Blood. I give them credit there. At least they're doing something correct. And they gave him the bandana, which was what I was hoping that they would do for this. I was really upset the last time I saw this trailer and didn't have the bandana. Now at least I can give them credit for that. That's cool. Again, don't really care for the way they changed Annette. I much prefer what they stuck with the lore, but whatever. Again, the black vampires. Just stop. So you're telling me that she can now overpower a vampire. That's what I'm seeing here. She can overpower a vampire. Vampires are very powerful. She's not even a Belmont, but somehow she can overpower a vampire. Okay, make it make sense. At the very least, it seems like they're focusing on Richter a lot, though, but I don't like the fact that they're demeaning him. And again, the fact that Annette can take out a monster like that just kind of screams Mary Sue.
We're all afraid, Richter. Of course we are.
Who's we? Why would Richter Belmont be afraid at all? Richter Belmont is part of a clan that hunts vampires, that kill Dracula every 100 years. Who's we?
I've only been afraid once in all my life. I won't let myself be afraid ever again.
You better not let him be afraid ever again. He's supposed to be, once again, I hate to keep saying it, but he's a world-renowned vampire hunter. Part of a clan of vampire hunters. Although I really wish they would have done a story around Simon or even Christopher Belmont first. But you know they had to capitalize on Rondo of Blood.
I am Richter Belmont, last descendant of the Belmont clan.
He's not the last descendant.
And I kill vampires! Who's fucking next?
And we'll go back to the cursing.
I dreamed last night about the world.
I'm kind of feeling like they're going to make Annette stronger than Richter, and it shouldn't be the case. Now, I apologize ahead of time for pausing, but it is Netflix, and I need to actually stop every couple of seconds in order to make commentary so that the video doesn't get claimed.
We're making. All will worship me. All kneeling before me.
Again, I still haven't. I'm gonna say this. I haven't seen Dracula once in this trailer. This is supposed to be like the final trailer of this, and I haven't seen Dracula once. So I guess maybe they have like earlier times where he doesn't have the bandana, and then later on he gets the bandana. I just want to know how that's gonna work. It's again supposed to be Maria. I'm hoping that they're not gonna make her more powerful than Richter. I'm really hoping they're not gonna make anybody more powerful than Richter against the vampire threat. Okay, so we are now 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this 2 minute and 47 second video, and I've still yet to see Dracula in this trailer or Shaft.
There will be only darkness. And terror will be all they know.
So essentially, the main villain isn't even Dracula. It's gonna be that one black vampire bitch. That's who the villain of this is. Apparently, they completely removed the fact that Dracula's supposed to be the villain. Once again, not following the storyline, not following the lore and continuity of this universe by removing Dracula. So essentially Dracula is not the main villain of this show, which is ridiculous. That definitely should not be the case. It should be Dracula, considering they kill him every 100 years. That is part of the lore of Castlevania. But like I said, they changed how Annette looked. they changed how Annette looked, right? They race swapped her to black. They made her chest smaller, not revealing, like it should be here or there. And of course, there are other people who have the same concern I have, like this person saying, I've lost so much interest because they disrespect the source material. And I said, yep, like how they race swapped Annette to black and changed her entire character, and somehow in the 1970s, a fantasy, there are black vampires. Which this person says, the Black Vampire was written in 1819, the story is connected to France and Haiti. I said, that's not an argument, they don't exist in Castlevania lore, so it's a mute point. Of course, we have people who always roll their eyes when I say, stick to continuity and lore, because apparently that's terrible. And I say, I'm sorry, the facts of lore and continuity don't care about your feelings, you fake fan. I just ignored him after that. Even have this person who says the Isaac change was so bland, like they weren't creative enough to write the real Isaac in, and I said they sure weren't. And of course, this is what I received from these people on the internet because I made a point to say that they should follow continuity and lore.
Kill yourself. Die. Today. Death.
Tell me you're not a real fan.
To you, bitch. Die. I'm not fucking waiting for you.
So that's exactly what the type of crap that I expect from weirdos on the internet who have no argument. They just tell you these things here rather than rebuttaling your point, because of course y'all just love to accept the sloppy seconds of white characters in the tokenized versions of original white characters. Y'all just want to sit here and accept the sloppy seconds. So I guess in this case it would be okay if we race swap Black Panther to white, because apparently the race of a character doesn't matter to you people and you fake fans of these franchises. Again, Acer says, people need to understand that we don't care about different races. What we care about is established original characters being blackwashed and turned into something different. If you want black characters, create a new character instead of ruin existing ones, and this isn't racist at all, and it's not. It's 100% not when people want their lore to stay their lore. But this is the world we live in now. Apparently you're racist if you don't like race swapped characters. To which this idiot responds, yes, they totally ruined the character, did nothing in the story but get kidnapped, but at least she wasn't black in the original. Yes, she wasn't. She was white. She was the damsel in distress. So it goes back to this idea that women can't be damsel in distresses anymore. They all have to be strong, powerful women that don't need no man now, and they also have to be race swapped. To which they say, Acer says, you know, it isn't even only about the race. The original design had an aesthetically pleasing look, which is one of the things that made Castlevania so unique and good. The new black design is cheap and generic. I'm tired of seeing this. So even regular people are tired of seeing the constant race swaps of characters they like and designs of characters they like. But this is, the world we live in, where it's okay to race swap white characters to black, but it's not okay, apparently, to race swap a black character to white. Make it make sense. So now that we're all through that, I gave my reaction to the trailer. It's a little long. We're going to move over to this video that was released by Nintendo of America, talking about a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles Martinet regarding the change of Mario's voice actor.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Charles. Woohoo!
I love that he does that. It's so fun.
You know, today is a very big day for Nintendo, the Mushroom Kingdom, and for me. Now, you may know me for voicing characters from Nintendo's games like Super Mario, Luigi, ho-ho, Wario, and Waluigi. And
I just love it. It's so fun. I love this guy. He's great. I've met him before. He's a lot of fun. I love it. He's like... This is one of the people that would genuinely make me smile when I listen to him, because he genuinely seems like he cares about these characters, and he's genuinely enjoying himself when he talks about the characters, and I absolutely love it.
Today, I'm happy to share with all of you that I'm stepping into a brand new role as the Mario Ambassador. Woohoo!
I think that's cool. I think it's a cool role. I do wish he was still voicing the characters, and I'm gonna miss him voicing the characters. I just can't see anyone doing it better.
Traveling around the world, sharing the joy of the Mario family, and being able to continue meeting with all of you wonderful fans who I cherish absolutely the most is...
And that is something that is lost on voice actors and actors nowadays. telling fans that they are loved by the people that they listen to and they play as and they watch. It is something that is lost on these actors.
It's a great, great honor. I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of you at events around the world in the years to come. Let's go!
Again, so much fun to listen to him.
Over to Mr. Miyamoto.
Now I'm gonna actually skip through this part because again, it's all you know, it's all Japanese and you have to do a lot of reading. It's something that's like, yes, we're happy that you came on board. We love that you love this character and you called me Papa when we first met, and of course you're gonna hear him say it too. It's really good.
Thank you so much, Papa!
It's so great.
For many years, it's been a privilege to be able to bring your amazingly wonderful characters to life. I am completely honored and joyed. Thank you. My favorite thing in the world is to meet Mario fans, fellow Mario fans like me, because I'm just so grateful for your joy and happiness and enthusiasm.
And I have to say this, anyone who gets an opportunity to meet Charles Martinet on any of these events he's going to, take the opportunity. You will not regret it. If you are a Mario fan, you will absolutely not regret talking to this man and you're going to have a good time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I promise you.
I think all that we're here to do, or all that I'm here to do, is to touch your hearts, to make you smile, to make you laugh, and bring a little bit of that magic of happiness. And it's been such an honor and such a joy for so many years that I look forward to continuing to bring that joy and help us all remember our innocence and our happiness and our joy through great games. And to all Mario fans around the world, I look forward to meeting you at some future events. Okie dokie, let's go! Wahoo!
Such a great dude. I just love his enthusiasm and all of his love that he really shows, that he loves what he does and loves playing these characters, and it's amazing to see. It's like you just don't see that nowadays. To which I responded, of course. I said, he will forever be the greatest voice actor in all of video game history. Thank you for all the fun over the years playing Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. Like I said, if you get any opportunity to meet Charles Martinet and you are a huge Mario fan, I strongly suggest you meet him, talk to him, chat with him. He is a great guy to talk to. He's very fun. He's very humble. It's a lot of fun to talk to him, and especially like if you'll just have definitely all the joy and happiness, like he said, when you talk and you meet him. It's really awesome, really, really awesome. It's great. But I think now I'm gonna just bring this video to a close, and I'm glad I was able to get through all of these topics in this video. I'm sorry that the video's a little long, but I just had to get through a lot of stuff. I appreciate anyone who watches this video. I really do appreciate the like on the video. Comment below how you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. If you want to support the channel even further, you can always do a super thanks. You can become a member of the channel. You click on the join button. It's $1 a month. You can check out the links below. Subscribe to my Subscribe Star if you'd like. Again, none of this is necessary. It's no obligation at all, but I'm just saying it so in case you want to further support, just watching the video is more than enough. But if you want to further support, these are ways you can further support me and this channel. Again, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you get notifications anytime I post a new video, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.